PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is your Weather Extreme video for Thursday, August the 6th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and I'm in Chicago this morning, and it's a 60-degree low at O'Hare Airport, which is not very far off in that direction. And we're having a beautiful, beautiful day. The air much drier than it was in Birmingham when I left. Well, let's get right to the sky cams this morning and see what's going on. And we can see a few clouds as we look at the sunrise at Cullman this morning. And then at Demopolis, we can also see a few clouds. But it looks like we're going to see plenty of sunshine today as temperatures climb into the lower 90s for highs. On the surface map this morning, not a great deal for us to talk about. A weak stationary front that's very hard to find, actually. And in the upper atmosphere, the trough was a little bit sharper, and that's why we didn't develop much yesterday. But the MCS over in Mississippi certainly sort of muddled the waters a little bit, and we ended up with not much in the way of showers and thunderstorms in Alabama. Temperature-wise, it's very warm across the southern half of the country as you go all the way from those 90s in the southwestern United States to generally the 60s and 70s across much of the southeastern U.S. QPF-wise pretty much tells the story. We're not going to see much precipitation over the next 5 days. As a matter of fact, it's probably going to be until Sunday before we get enough moisture to once again see some isolated showers. And Storm Prediction Center outlooking a very large area for a slight risk of severe weather in the north central United States, encompassing areas like Denver and the Dakotas and all of Nebraska and a large part of Kansas and Idaho, and just a huge area out there. In the tropics, things are still quiet. As we're heading towards the most active period of the hurricane season, but so far, nothing has developed. All right, this is the 06Z GFS model run. And you can see today at 1 o'clock our little trough over the Gulf Coast is going to be exiting the area, and that is going to essentially be dry as we're under a slightly drier northwesterly flow. And no MCSs or those thunderstorm clusters expected to develop. By Friday, tomorrow, the ridge is much stronger, and our trough is really exiting very, very fast now. By Saturday, the ridge has built in very, very strongly, kind of connecting the heat ridge that was over the southwest and the ridge over the Atlantic and the Bermuda High. And that's the way we stay till Sunday. Now, by Sunday, it looks like there's going to be enough moisture increase that we might see an isolated shower. And isolated is pretty much the way it's going to be. I doubt that we're going to see much in the way of precipitation. Very few people getting any rain for the next 5 to 7 days. Now, on Monday, we see a little change as a fairly strong short wave moves across the flow across the northern tier of the United States, and that suppresses that heat ridge a bit. And that's good because that'll keep us from getting into any really extreme heat. That strong short wave moves across into the eastern Great Lakes by Tuesday, and once again, isolated showers, perhaps verging into the scattered category by Tuesday. By Wednesday, that strong short wave has not moved a great deal, and that keeps us in a moist atmosphere with the main surface high off in the Atlantic, and so that keeps us in a relatively moist atmosphere. And so once again, scattered showers, but not all of us will get wet. All right, how about verging out into voodoo land? And it looks like the ridge remains the story through the middle of the month. The 16th of August. This is the upper air pattern. Interesting closed low out there on the California coast. And by the 21st, the end of the GFS outlook period, it looks like the ridge continues to be somewhat suppressed. So it doesn't look like extreme heat. That is, we're not going to be getting up into the hundreds or anything like that. Well, I appreciate you tuning into the Weather Extreme video. I expect to have the next one posted around 8 o'clock or so by tomorrow morning. I hope that you have a great day, and Godspeed.